Alright, so check this out. So first of all, this is a beautiful view. We're gonna just circle around in the sun, Alright, so good morning. Todd Falcone here. It's some day that ends in Y in South Africa. I'm actually speaking today in Durban, and I wanted to talk about a guy named Steve. When I say Steve, I'm saying from a generic. So if your name is Steve, don't take offense to this. This is just, we had a discussion recently about a guy in my business years ago, and we'll call him Steve. And Steve was one of those people that, and you're going to have a lot of Steves that come into your business. Steve was a guy that just wanted to know everything, every last intricate detail, all of the product ingredients and why they worked the way they worked, and all of that, which is totally fine. And that's his personality, very green personality. And if you look at the personality colors, that's what Steve would likely be. And Steve always had to know everything in order to move, and was, complaining why he wasn't really being successful. And one of the reasons he wasn't being successful was all he had to do was know all the different ingredients, all the things that, so you get the point. So, okay, my arm's a little shaky this morning, so I'm gonna do a little change here because it's really early in the morning, actually. Now, here's the thing about guys named Steve, or anybody that actually does something like this that's in your organization. You want to make sure that Steves of the world, when they go to your local meetings, your regional meetings, now they're already existing distributors, that you at least teach them and train them not to be asking those types of questions at events where there are guests. So you're always going to have these events where you might have 5, 10, 15, 20 people, 30, 50, 100 people. And then, you're going to have, of course, your distributors at these events. And you're going to have your productive distributors and your distributors that are there just to sit in the seat and keep the seat warm. And you're going to have people that want to be productive, but their personality and their choices cause them to always be looking for more answers to more answers to more answers, like a Steve, for example. And you know what, by the way, some Steves can be really, really productive. And here's the thing. What I would do if I was you and you're getting ready to have a big meeting is have a sit-down session really with all of your distributors prior to the meeting. The Steves, the one that have to have all the answers to all the questions in the world, and all the other ones as well, just to talk about the etiquette of running an event. Because knowing that there's prospects in the room, you don't want somebody like a Steve or anybody else doing something that could have been covered outside of the meeting itself. So what's the theme of today's video here on the beach in Durban, South Africa? The theme is, you're going to have Steves. And again, if your name is Steve, it doesn't matter. This is just an example. It could be Joe, Bill, Bob, Susie, anything. I just chose Steve. Then have a conversation with those individuals. You're going to have situations with all sorts of distributors, and I think understanding more than anything, etiquette that takes place at live events is probably the best thing that you can do with all the Steves in the world, all of the anything else in the world. Any distributor needs to know, well, how do we act when we're at events? Because here's the thing, if you don't tell them, they're going to ask you crazy questions right in the middle of the meeting when you've got other prospects there, which could have very easily been addressed outside. Not that we want to keep those things private. Man, my arms must be tired this morning. I just got out of bed. Not that we want to keep those things private, but some things are meant to be covered with distributors, and other things are meant to be covered with prospects in the room. So sorry for the shaky video, but I just got out of bed. I think I'm going to go for a quick body surf and then wake myself up and then put a suit on and take off and go speak in Durban here. So, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you on another one. Bye.